All right, guys, we're going to get straight into it. There's no point beating around the bush. There's no point dilly-dallying. Is that a word?
Dilly-dallying.
Yeah, that's the one, man. There's no point doing any of that. As some of you have probably seen, Jad put out a tweet basically saying that he's left Barra Bruvvas, or that he's left content in general. So essentially, obviously, I've spoken to Jad off camera. This is a decision that I knew he was going to take. He informed me before, obviously, putting the tweet out. Essentially, Jad just doesn't want to do content full-time anymore. And that's a decision that you guys will have to respect, that we'll have to respect, that everyone will have to respect. Because at the end of the day, this content world is very, very fast-paced. It's very intense. There's a lot going on. And in Jad's mind, he just felt like it was getting a bit too much, potentially. I don't want to speak on his behalf. I'll let Jad clarify anything if he would like to. But essentially, Jad just doesn't want to do content full-time anymore. And this is essentially what Barra Bruvvas is. You know, we record once a week. We release twice a week. It is very fast-paced. It's very, you know, it's moving very, very quickly. So what does that mean? Essentially, Jad will no longer be the co-host of Barra Bruvvas. But I've told Jad and I've told the boys that he's welcome anytime as a guest. We're more than happy to have him on as a guest. You know, there's no bad blood between me and Jad. My friendship with him is deeper than the content stuff. Like, I've known Jad before we done this content thing. We done it because we had a good relationship. We had a good friendship. So our priority first and foremost is to check on him as a friend, as a brother, and then the content stuff comes secondary. And that's, you know, what I asked for you guys as well. Like, I know a lot of you probably thought it was a joke, some PR stunt or whatever, which I don't, by the way, it makes zero sense. I don't know why we do that. And we've always been like upfront and honest with you guys. Like, I think we can, you know, you guys will definitely agree that anytime there's been like any form of transparency or something, we've been transparent. We've told you guys straight up. So this isn't a prank. I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, I said, please let it be a joke. Please, it's not. So I ask you guys to be respectful of Jad. I ask you guys to be respectful of us. Stop DMing me. Every flipping time I put a tweet, is it a joke? Stop the joke now. Stop the joke, bro. It's not a joke. It hasn't been a joke. Trust me, it's been stressful. But Remedy has stepped up. I needed someone to obviously to co-host Barra Bruvvas. And there was a few criteria that they had to take. They had to be there from when we had iPhones. When we were filming with an iPhone. Ali, Remedy, and Eunice, right?
Yeah.
For cast members are the only ones who were there really from when we had iPhones, I believe. So it had to be someone with that. But then also, the reason I brought in Remedy as well, and I had the conversation with him, is because he's experienced in this game. He's not a newcomer. He's not, you know, but Remedy's got more reps in this football scene than me, even. So I want to, huh?
He's an OG.
He's an OG, bro.
Unk.
He's an unk. He's younger than me, but he's an unk in this game, anyways. So, listen, my main message is that it's not ideal, right? What's happened isn't ideal for anyone. It's not, you guys might feel like, oh, it's like you're hard done by, or it's not ideal for you guys. Trust me, it's not ideal for us either. Remedy, probably, it wasn't ideal for him to have to step into this role. It's not ideal for me. It's not ideal for Ali. It's not ideal for anyone. It's not ideal for Jad, right? It's not ideal for anyone. But these are the cards that we've been dealt with in this life, yeah? What do we do from here? For us, we're going to keep doing Barra Bruvvas as long as you guys still want to see Barra Bruvvas. So I know I've asked for your support before, but now more than ever, like, genuinely, we need it. We need your support now. It's not a rough patch, it's not hard times or anything, but this is where you lot show that you're part of the brotherhood. Do you get it? This is where I want you guys to support. I want you guys to comment. Let us know, like, you know, you're here. You're going to continue watching. And yeah, man. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Like, I'll be honest, guys, this wasn't scripted or anything. I just had a few bullet points in my head that I needed to address. But anything else you feel like I need to speak about?
I've actually got something like really serious.
Oh, God.
Kind of mention. You know, in life, there are stepdads.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called a stepdad.
Yeah.
I am the dad that stepped up. That's all I wanted to say. I've been holding that in for so long.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a shit situation.
Yeah,
it's bad, but
it's not ideal. It's not ideal, boys, for anyone, like I said. But, like I said, we're going to keep going. And I want you guys to support, not only me, but also support Remedy. I don't want, like, this whole thing of, like, oh, like, blah, 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 this or that, or, like, whatever. Like, I don't want those comments. Like I said, these are the cards that we've been dealt with. We just kind of want to move on as as Barra Bruvvas, and I'm sure that's what Jad wanted. And to be fair to him, he has told me like, you guys continue, you guys carry on. He hasn't been like weird about the whole situation or anything. So big up to him as well. And like I said, there's no bad blood between us. Just before you lot start doing some weird conspiracy theories and start analysing the eye contact at 17:31 of episode 8 or something, like there's none of that.
Well, that's where it all went wrong.
That's where it all went wrong. Yeah.
Someone's gonna clip up all the times of you hitting him or something.
Yeah.
Thinking to like.
This is why. Yeah. The downfall of Barra Bruvvas. You're gonna see
a bottle at him.
Yeah, you're gonna see
that'll be an insane YouTube video.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah.
And then they put us in like the cartoon
Yeah.
You've seen it, innit? Like the animation. Anyways, now that that's all out in the open, it's all addressed. I'll be honest, it's kind of like the last time I want to address it. If you've got any other questions, maybe start a Reddit or something, and just talk about it amongst yourselves. But yeah. Like I said, thoughts with Jad, because I know he's going through a rough time right now, and he's welcome on as a guest anytime. And yeah.
Can I say something?
No.
Nah.
Oh,
Actually, I had something to say.
yeah, go on.
There's actually one person that I do want you guys to send hate to, though.
Yeah.
I want you to send any emoji that you can think of within reason.
Yeah.
Twice.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Send it and send it again.
Yeah. Abdullahi Busquets.
Yeah.
You know, guys, we asked like Hussein and I, we had a conversation pre-show, and we were like, okay, we want, like, for the first episode, we want to call up the most reliable, the people that can make the transition seamless. So we said Ali has to be there. Yunus, the guy's in Cardiff, we can't call him up.
Yeah,
We both failed auditions,
big up
by the
Yunus
way.
though. Abs Busquets, we were like, that is a man who loves a podcast.
And he loves Barra Bruvvas.
He loves Barra Bruvvas with all of his heart. So we said, you know what? Abs Busquets needs to be the guy that steps up alongside me for this episode. We come into the show. We even pull up to the shop. We text Abs, hey, do you want anything from the shop? No reply. It turns out 20 minutes into the recording, sorry bro, I just woke up.
But by the way, just so they know as well that he's a bum, our recording's at 11.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what are you doing waking up at 11:30?
No, that's crazy.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy from him.
The 26-year-old man. So what I want you guys to do is
the red.
Yeah.
I don't know why the red is faded.
That red, that is a thumbprint.
It's been worn out. It's been worn out. The red's been worn out at this point.
I take a picture of his palm and show it as a red. That's crazy.
So what I want you guys to do is
much better.
What I want you guys to do is I want you to send hate Abs his way.
Yeah.
Facts.
And he's on Sinbin.
Yeah. It's not Abs Busquets anymore.
No.
Abs Stambouli. Yeah. Abs Stambouli. That's who you are. Abs Busquets. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyways.
Zero composure.
Zero composure, bro.
Nothing.
We needed our most reliable players, and this is what he does. Cool, wallah. Stambouli you. Anyway. Should we get into the episode?
Yeah.
As of recent, I don't know if you have kept an eye on proceedings, but Man United have been making some moves. You know, we've been doing some stuff in the transfer window. To my surprise and to everyone's surprise, right? So we thought, well, Remedy came up with the idea. Why don't we talk about some transfers that blew everyone away? Big aura transfers where you're watching it and you're like, I can't believe they've done this.
Yep.
I can't believe they've pulled this off. Before we get into that though, I want to ask a question. How much juice do Man United have left?
I think it's running dry. It is running. It's barely droplets coming out at this point. I think they're throwing money at it.
Are we?
Nah, bro. It can't even be a that thing, bro.
You can say that under Ed Woodward back in the day. But to say throwing money at it now, I don't agree.
I genuinely think the bottle is empty.
Nah, the bottle's...
No.
It's the last little drip now.
You're wringing it. You're wringing it.
It's barely that now. It's tissue dripping now. It's like barely anything.
They're still doing more than you.
It's gone. Huh?
Nah, actually, no, they're moving. They're moving. Yeah,
actually.
more than you though.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you have respect.
Yeah.
Oh 100%. Yeah, true.
But I'll be
Kepa.
honest. I said this on my Kepa's crazy. I said this on my own channel, football channel.
Oh, have you plugged it yet?
No, I haven't plugged it. Hey, go watch that Hussein FC. I changed it. Someone said you need to make it more like relatable to you.
Okay.
So I changed it from Nucci FC to Hussein FC.
Okay.
Hopefully it helps with discoverability.
Yeah, please.
So please go and watch. Just type in Hussein FC. You'll see my thoughts on Man United.
Nucci's iconic though.
Nucci is iconic, but I'm gonna keep that for main video, for main channel.
By the way, where did Nucci come from?
That's a story for another day.
You said it before though.
I probably said it off camera, not on camera though.
Probably not.
I don't think I've said it on camera. But where was I? Juice.
Juice.
Yeah. I feel like our juice is so low. But what we do for the next year or two could potentially give us a top up of juice. Like suddenly the towel's wet again.
Yeah, it could be. You know what?
We need to move smart.
No, I'll be real. Brian and Burma's a serious transfer.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But what happens if like the juice carton has no straw?
Oh, you shake it and you drink, bro. What?
Yeah.
You've never been at the end of a juice carton with no straw. The fuck?
The little small bottles.
No. Our thing's big, bro. Respect us a little bit.
Yeah.
Respect us a little bit. So I think.
Is that really a pause?
Yeah, it's not really a pause.
Nah.
Let's be real. I think
Guys just pause anything nowadays, man.
that
it's Barra Bruvvas. That's what we do.
we're coming back.
I've heard this every year for the last 10 years. I'm sick of it.
We're back.
Why can't he just not say you're back and then just come back?
No, we're not.
Because
We're
you know,
not.
Surely it never happens.
you know,
so.
still you man are dead.
No, we're dead. We're dead.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll be honest though. You know, this is the last like generation of players we can attract. Like we have to start looking at 25, 26-year-olds because I done the maths. Yeah. The last time Man United won a Premier League, 2013. When did you start watching football?
2008, 2007.
No. How old are you?
Oh, like 6 or 7.
Okay, 6 or 7.
About the same.
Okay, let's give the benefit of the doubt. Let's say you were 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's give you up until 10 years old. Yeah. That means you were born in 2003.
Yeah.
If you started watching football, the last time you saw Man United win the league was 2003. Those 2003 babies now are 22.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
Right?
Yeah.
22 years of age. That's the type of players we're trying to attract right now. It's the 21, 22. Now it makes sense why Liam Delap chose Chelsea rather than United. 22 years old, I think, 21 or 22. He saw Chelsea win a Premier League or 2 Premier Leagues. How many Premier Leagues? But he saw them win 2. He probably saw them win 2 Champions Leagues. He's never seen United win a Champions League. Potentially saw Man United win a Premier League. That's it. So it makes sense.
Bro.
But his dad's in the game as well. So it's them ones where he's a bit of both, innit? Like he's new and old school.
But you know, getting rejected by Liam Delap, bro. It's not that deep.
Nah,
I'll be real, man.
You know what is it? I've seen everyone shit on this. I think that's a banging signing
For Chelsea.
for Chelsea. I just, he just seems like a Chelsea player as well.
But you know what's weird? Missing out on Liam Delap might actually make us get Gyökeres.
It's even worse, man.
Bro, I know this guy's a hater.
I have PTSD from that
This
league.
guy's a
Bro,
hater.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah,
I don't trust that league at all.
You man just love wrestlers, bro. You have Højlund, bro. That is the Danish.
Nah, I've watched him,
saw
man.
that
He's
thing
neat.
yesterday.
He's neat.
Bro, that
His
is
touch
neat.
yesterday.
Oh, Højlund.
His touch.
Yeah,
Bro, what do you mean? I saw his touch on Pro Direct, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, I saw his touch on Pro Direct.
Playing
telling
Villa.
me-
He's playing Villa on Sunday. Take it, he's playing Villa on
Yeah,
Sunday.
man.
Nah, I'll be honest. That guy, that's the only guy I've seen, like, take a touch ahead of him and the ball ends up with the keeper.
Hold up. If I told you Højlund's name was the Danish Destroyer, would you
Yeah.
believe that?
The Danish destroyer.
Yeah.
What's he destroying?
Nah, it's his wrestling name.
His touch.
Oh yeah.
Wrestling.
The Danish destroyer.
Yeah, bro. This is my point.
Yeah.
You got one wrestler in Højlund linked to another wrestler in Delap, a third wrestler in Gyökeres, bro.
Yeah.
And, you got
But
the High School
and
Musical guy.
Mateta as well.
Nah, that's a serious baller.
But he's a bit of a wrestler.
Nah, that's a baller.
You think Mateta's better than
I
Gyökeres?
hope he doesn't sign
Yeah,
United at all.
What?
Yeah, man.
You lot
I
are
love
mad.
I actually love him.
I think Gyökeres is better.
Mateta, he's one of my favourite strikers.
But if we do sign Gyökeres,
So
all I'm
good.
saying is that
Yeah, bro.
well,
Oh,
be
Lord.
prepared,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Be prepared, because the announcement when I do this is gonna be fucked.
Okay, so
Bro.
what happens when he flops?
The
We're all
announcement
gonna
when I
come
do
to you like
this-
this as
Bro,
well.
he's sneezing,
It's
bro.
gonna-
Look at
Yeah,
what he's
yeah,
doing,
yeah.
bro. Look at his sneeze.
So all I got COVID mask. so he's got a COVID mask on 2025. Hey, Gyökeres might be washed, you know. Yeah, he might be washed. All right, you know what? I let Remedy compile the list on this one. I let him take the lead on this
Thank you.
one. So this is his debut, not only co-hosting but also producing
Hey.
Barra Bruvvas.
I'm
So
here, man.
let's see what Remedy's got in store. I think you've got a top 10 and honorable mentions.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I wanted to base these transfers that were so crazy in that time moment.
Time moment's good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Time, comma moment.
Yeah.
Slash moment.
Time or moment
Yeah.
where everyone was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So an example of our honorable mention is Luis Figo to Real Madrid.
Of course.
That is a transfer. I'm sure all of us have watched the Figo documentary. That was a crazy one.
Yeah.
The guy was staying at Barcelona. Florentino Perez says, yo, I'm going to sign Figo. And he signed him.
Nah, for that to be your pitch, like if I win this presidency
Yeah.
or election or whatever,
I'm taking the best man
I
in the world.
promise I'm gonna take Figo. And Figo didn't even know. Imagine not speaking to someone
Exactly.
about, like, you didn't even get their consent.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Imagine
ask.
waking up and saying, wait, I'm going Madrid.
Yeah. What's
Like,
this guy on? Like, I know
exactly.
nothing of this.
And his agent gets paid off.
Yeah,
Nah,
mad. But
that's
I-
the most corrupt institution. It's not a club. It's a corrupt institution.
Real Madrid.
I hate
100%.
them.
I think Ferguson even called them a mob.
Yeah, I think
They
so.
are.
I think
Yeah,
they
he
are.
said that they're
It's
a
not a
mob.
football club.
Yeah, it's actually a mob. But I'm glad you didn't put that in your top 10.
No,
It's
no.
too obvious.
It's too obvious. It's a bit.
And we
meaty
didn't
too.
live it.
Nah. It's
We didn't live
2001,
it.
bro.
Let's be real.
Maybe you lived it, bro.
Hey.
Probably there.
Get the red out again.
What, it's dumb.
Yeah, thumb. Yeah. With flash as well, man. He put flash on.
Okay, the next one. The next one was Ronaldinho to Barcelona. Apparently, that was a big one.
Yeah, man, I remember that one.
Yeah. Apparently, that was a
Good
big
one.
one.
Yeah.
Now, I want to tell you about this transfer. This one is like, how the hell did they end up there, right? In 2006, West Ham just went on a mad one, and they signed Carlos Tevez and Javier Mascherano.
Yeah.
Mad.
FM.
Bro, it's crazy.
Literally, it's literally
Yeah,
FM.
FM.
Yeah.
I think they signed them from a third party. So
Yeah.
basically, the club sold them to the agent, and they signed them from the agent.
That's insane.
Imagine an agent.
The agent owning players is insanity.
Two like demons as well. They're not like
wonder kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Literal
from the
wonder kids.
2005 like under 21 World Cup, these guys were the guys.
Yeah.
And they signed them.
But how does an agent sign a player? I've never understood that.
I think that happens now though as well.
No, it can't happen.
I think
now,
they must have like stocks in them or something. Like
They've got joint ownership.
Yeah. Bro,
It's like a
imagine being owned by two people.
Yes. Yeah, mental.
You search up your name in company's house. There's the agents.
Italy had that. Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah,
Italy had that for a little bit, I swear. Like shared ownership.
Yeah.
Both clubs could own the player.
Like imagine you want to go on
That's
holiday
mad.
and you have to ask two people for
Yeah.
time
Oh, who was it?
2 requests of annual leave. That's mad.
off. Ask two people for time
Yeah,
off.
no, that's mad. That's mad.
Oh, who was it that I saw it the other day? Hullet, he was saying about Rijkaard. He said Rijkaard signed for 2 clubs before he signed for Milan.
No, that's crazy.
I always thought they were the same person, by the way,
Ooh.
for a while.
Rijkaard
And
and
Hullet.
that's poor, bro.
crazy.
Similar.
You just saw two blackies.
Similar build.
Yeah.
Come on, a little bit. Didn't Rijkaard have an afro or mullet?
he
or something?
did.
Yeah, come on.
Not
man.
mullet. Like,
But you know what? Yeah, no, they
Afro
are.
and mullet are two.
Yeah, literally. Night and day, what that?
Afro mullet, I might get that one, man.
Afro mullet's crazy. If you see your barber put up Afro mullet as one of the options,
Yeah, I'll
I
get
leave.
number 22. You know about barbershops, right?
Yeah.
They always used to have Ludacris there.
Yeah.
Always. Bro,
Yeah.
they'll have him with cornrows,
Yeah.
him with waves, and him with afro. It's
Nah.
the same thingies, bro.
You know what kills me? It's that none of these guys got a trim. yet.
Exactly. Not one.
Not one guy got a trim.
And
yet.
every barbershop has the exact same
It's the
picture
exact
as well.
same dons.
Yeah.
Yeah, exact same. And
We
they all
go-
look dead as well. I can't lie.
We go to the European ones, it's the same picture from 2004.
Yeah. You know what it is? You know, on like FIFA or something where you can build like, where you're building your player, but you have to choose a preset
Yes.
first and then build on it.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. It's like, can I get number 22? But you see like the sides just a bit longer.
Bro, and they're all wearing these V-cut shirts.
Yeah.
You see so
No,
much
horror.
Literally, it ends still here.
Yeah.
Horror, man. Big them up though.
Yeah.
So which one was that?
Javier Mascherano.
Javier Mascherano, West Ham.
He stayed a year
Tevez.
though, right?
Yeah, both
They
of
both
them
stayed a year, and then we got
Mascherano. went
They
to
kept them up,
Liverpool.
I swear.
Yeah, Tevez.
Yeah.
Tevez, I swear he kept them up with a goal against United.
Yeah. Last game of the, second to last game of the season.
With a banger as well.
Free kick. Serious.
What a player, man.
Serious.
What a player Tevez
And
is.
speaking of Tevez, we could talk about his move to Man City. Like, as a United fan, how do you feel when that happened?
You know what? We done the whole episode the other week about traitors, like biggest traitors, transfers. I said at the time, obviously at the time I was burning, don't get me wrong. But looking back in hindsight, bro, like the club said they don't, like Ferguson basically said he didn't want you. What can you do? I hear it, maybe don't go to City, but if that's the offer on the table and you're getting dumb bread, then I hear it at the same time, bro.
Bro, you can live in the same crib.
Yeah.
You just move.
Exactly.
You don't even have to move.
Live in the same
Yeah,
crib.
you don't even have to move.
Just
Just
earning triple the bread.
yeah,
Exactly.
just taking a different exit at the roundabout. Or
That's
something.
it, bro.
That's what I think Willian does, you know.
Yeah, William. Yeah, because he's got a restaurant here as well, innit?
Yeah.
He got no, but like, there's no way he's left his house because he went from Chelsea, then he left, then he came back to Arsenal, and then he left again, then went to Fulham, and then left, and then came back to Fulham.
Yeah.
Now he's left again.
Yeah, he's going mad.
He's in the same
That
yard.
guy loves London.
Yeah, he loves it
Yeah.
more than me.
Yeah, bro, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
Odds next day he's coming back to
I'm
Fulham.
turning against London slowly, man.
Why?
I don't know, man.
I've been there.
I need to leave here. How did I wake up for sunrise, and the sunrise wasn't there?
No, that's crazy. Woke up at 2 a.m.
Move on, man.
Didn't even sleep.
Move on.
Next one is Zlatan. I'll go through a couple more honorable mentions. Zlatan to either United or LA.
The United one rattled me.
Why?
United
rattled me.
Great, man.
Rattled me.
couldn't
I
believe
loved
it.
him.
Yeah.
I loved him, and then you know what it was so random as well. I don't remember seeing it anywhere or anything, and then I just wake up, I just see him at United.
Yeah, there was
And
rumors.
I'm like looking around, I'm like, nah, surely not.
Yeah, I remember. He teased us a lot that one though. I remember because he done a whole campaign. He was like, I'm gonna make an announcement tomorrow, And then I'm thinking, obviously, he's announcing that he's coming to United. He announced his clothing line because he knew all the eyes were on him.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect time to strike. Done a clothing line thing, whatever. And then a few weeks later or whatever, he goes, I'm going to Manchester.
He put it in
United.
like a tweet or something.
Yeah, he put it in a tweet. I'm going to Manchester United.
But why can't transfers be like that anymore,
I missed that.
man?
Yeah, that was before Fabrizio. That was before
This
anyone
is why,
really had the scoop.
This is why I was going to say this. I have blocked all of them
No, but
on my social. Wallah. I know. I missed the old. I was speaking to my brother about this. I missed the oldest. But the only way I'd see transfer news was on BBC Gossip.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I remember.
That is it. And then going to school and then whatever and just seeing random signings. Like, I
Bro.
remember Torres.
Yeah.
I didn't know Torres signed for Chelsea until 2 days after he signed.
Yeah, no, that's poor though. That's not something
I
to
mean,
be proud of.
yeah.
I see it
That's
2 days
not
later.
nostalgia,
Yeah,
that's
that's
I see it
just
2 days
poor.
later and I'm crying.
Yeah, that's not.
Because you know what's crazy? The first game for Torres was against Liverpool.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Bro, imagine he saw Sky Sports.
Yeah.
First game, Liverpool, Chelsea.
sees
Wait,
Torres come out.
wait a
Yeah.
minute.
I promise you, bro. I saw it.
He thought Liverpool signed all of Chelsea's players. He was in denial. He's like,
promise
wait,
you,
why is
I
Manu the
saw
left
it.
wing?
I see it and I'm crying.
We changed our We changed our
Oh,
colour.
shit, we got a new kit, bro. I need to get
That's how much in denial he was.
Bro, you thought
No, bro,
limited
I
edition, bro.
rattled.
I used to go into school with newspapers. I remember I used to write down all the names of the players we were linked with, and I used to put them in a note. I
Yeah.
swear down, and boys like the man would come
yeah.
up to me. They're like, "Oh, saying like, what's happening?" I'm like, "Well, Man United are linked to Bas Dos." I swear down when he was at Wolfsburg or something.
The back of the notes page, isn't it?
Yeah. What a time, man. What a time. But you can't. My point is, you can't block them because someone else is gonna spoil it.
No, I know, that's
It's
the
gonna
problem.
happen. Yeah.
Bro, even if they don't spoil it, your uncle will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But like, I'm trying. Like, my dad now telling me. He said, Fabribrio.
Fabribrio is
he
mad.
said we're signing words.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Fabribrio is mad.
I'm telling you, you know my pops, right? My pops, like, he's like in the 70s now, yeah. Shout out to my pops, right?
Shout out.
The guy doesn't really know how to use YouTube that well. But his homepage is curated for like Somali news
Yeah.
and football.
That's a good mix.
Yeah.
To be fair.
So my dad, right? He gets conned by these Photoshop.
All the
He
time.
gets conned by these Photoshop like thumbnails. I think one time, like last year, he was like, Kylian Mbappe is coming to Arsenal. So he called me upstairs. He was like, yo, Kylian Mbappe is coming to Arsenal.
And it's a Debola thumbnail. So Allah, Debola done a kit swap.
Bro, this is my point, bro. These thumbnails need to stop.
Yeah.
Brazil scout. This is why Mbappe needs to join Arsenal.
Yeah.
We know that, man.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like this random one. Bro,
The pops is believing it. Haram.
and my dad is arguing with me. Like,
He thinks you've built a super team, you know.
bro, my dad is thinking Arsenal are top. Right now.
Yeah.
Bro, I tell him, yo, it's fake. He was like, no, but I saw it. He'll
Yeah.
show me. Bro, it's a Debola thumbnail, man.
And he turns on the TV and he sees Martinelli.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Bro, you know he hates Martinelli.
Yeah.
Should I tell you how he describes Martinelli?
Yeah.
Do.
I hear it.
And you know exactly what he means by
Yeah.
that, bro.
Martinelli's you know when you double tap right
Yeah.
trigger or whatever.
Yes.
He just kicks. That's Martinelli, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
big up
okay,
your
a
pops,
couple
man.
more. Hammers to Everton. That's like, what's going on?
What's
No,
going on here?
That whole everyone to Everton that
Yeah,
summer.
yeah.
Ancelotti, him.
Ancelotti to Everton is the weirdest thing I think to ever happen.
Yeah, I think so.
As a manager, bro. Ancelotti went to Goodison Park
Wallah.
and then got signed again by Madrid.
Bro, imagine going from Everton to Real Madrid. Like, Thomas
No,
Gravison did
imagine
it.
going Milan
Yeah.
to Chelsea
To Real Madrid.
to PSG
yeah.
to Bayern to Real Madrid.
I remember Ancelotti was supposed to join, like, he was in talks to join Arsenal, and I really wanted him.
Damn.
We were supposed to get him before Klopp as well.
Allegri.
Yeah.
Allegri's coming.
He's bought, my resources have
Yeah,
told me.
My resource. Yeah.
He's bought a house.
Who? Allegri. No, he's the best.
You know that guy's an agent now?
Is it?
Yeah. I have him on LinkedIn.
Oh shit! He actually done it.
serious,
Yeah,
serious.
fairs, man.
Yeah.
You see, who's the guy whose friend told him that Berta said Gyökeres is coming to
Oh, I
Arsenal.
saw that one, man.
He just spotted him and walked away.
The best
Arsenal
agent
fans
thing I've
are-
seen was last year. That guy, I forgot his name, he was in the Championship. And his agent went to Barca, started taking pictures outside the training ground,
Oh,
trying to pretend
yes.
to sign him.
Oh, Philogene.
Yes, Jada
Philogene.
Philogene, yeah.
Oh, my.
Got on a private jet.
His agent's on the phone, like, he's on the phone with no one. He's literally like this.
You know the guy 365 day challenge, Brandao. where he goes and knocks on like Turkish
Yeah, yeah,
clubs
yeah.
and says like, who's your sporting director? This is my transfer market page. That's what his agent was doing. He knocked on the door of Barca and said, look, I've got a player here. They're like, wallah.
And then Barca came out and put a statement saying we're not interested in
He
it.
literally, they kicked him, bro. The security kicked him out the training ground.
That was bad for their PR. What do you mean we're signing a whole player, bro?
Bro, they're signing, bro, a Michael Jackson song, bro.
No, that's
Bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Right,
I rate it though.
Yeah, a couple more. Sanchez to United, big one.
Sanchez to Arsenal was big as well.
I don't.
At the time, because you guys were quite like, you wasn't
Yeah.
like there.
To be fair, after the World Cup,
I
when he signed Sanchez was crazy.
wish that we signed him as well because we had Suarez leave that summer,
Yeah.
and I remember we were linked with Cavani at first.
Yeah.
We bidded 50 mil for him,
Damn.
and then they rejected it because we got 75 for Suarez. What's the next thing you do when you get rejected for Cavani? You bid again.
Yeah.
And he's Brendan Rodgers like, nah, let me go get Ricky Lambert, Balotelli,
Yeah, mad.
Markovic.
I remember Balotelli, they thought might be signing him
I
in the
got
summer.
gassed.
I remember that
I
one.
remember that one. I was pissed that they signed him as well.
Yeah, I remember. I was annoyed.
Falcao,
To who? United.
of course, not to Chelsea.
You know when we signed him, bro, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't believe that we had Falcao. Because remember, this was only like 2 years after Radamel Falcao. I know he suffered an injury, but 2 years ago, I was watching this guy dominate world football.
Dominate Chelsea.
So I'm saying...
The game what he done to Chelsea.
There's no way. Yeah.
Killed them.
Yeah, Super Cup. I was like, there's no way we've signed this guy. Only to find out that he's holding the shirt, he's at United, he's playing. And that's one player, I don't care how like shit he was for us. Every single game, I had hope this was going to be his game that he changed. This was his game.
Everyone remembers that Leicester game. Everyone remembers when they watched Man United.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was that same Leicester game as the Di Maria goal?
Yeah.
Oh my! Well, you lost that game at the end of it. Yeah. You lost it. Yeah.
Falcao scored, no?
Falcao
He had a good game, though.
Scored.
Yeah.
Did he score or did he put in a cross? I think he put in a cross for Van Persie.
Everyone just remembers.
Yeah, he ran on the left-hand side
Yeah.
and then put in a
The
cross with his
forward
left
line
foot.
was Rooney, Di Maria, Van Persie,
Falcao.
Falcao.
That's mad.
Didn't work.
Nah.
So smelly.
Oh, pretends to be shocked. Pretends to be shocked. Didn't
So
work.
smelly.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers that. Sorry, everyone remembers that game just because of the goal
Yeah.
and United losing.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else in that
What
game.
a time, man.
Tyler Blackett.
Oh god.
Next one.
We shouldn't have lost that game, by the way. They gave a penalty that didn't count. But yeah, go on.
Andre Arshavin to Arsenal. Now, as an Arsenal fan, I really remember that one because I remember that summer in the Euros, the guy was the best player. He was unbelievable. He stays at Zenit because Real Madrid and Barcelona really wanted him. Goes to the January transfer window. Arsenal were trying for this guy. And bearing in mind at the time, I think Arsenal's transfer record was 12 million.
Damn.
In 2008
That's mad.
or 2009.
Wenger
back,
was
man.
really struggling with
He
that.
was struggling, man. Bro, we need someone to kind of revamp our season because we have hella injuries. It gets to February 2nd. There's this insane snowstorm. It comes up on Sky Sports News that Arsenal have agreed a bid with Zenit St. Petersburg to sign Andre Arshavin.
Wow.
Do you know how insane that is?
That's mad.
The guy who, I think he finished 5th in the Ballon d'Or, or 6th in the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
that
Nah,
year.
he was great.
And
I remember him.
He took Zenit to a UEFA Cup final. I think they won the FA Cup against Rangers that year as well.
Oh, okay. Who? Arsenal?
No, Zenit.
You said the FA Cup.
Sorry, I mean you. Oh.
FA Cup
My
against
bad.
Rangers. I'm thinking, wait, where are we now?
Yeah, my bad. He won the Europa League or UEFA Cup, sorry.
Yeah.
Against Rangers in that final.
Damn.
And Arsenal signed him. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, what a player. That's one Arsenal player.
So good.
That era of Arsenal I liked.
Yeah.
Because
Everyone-
you weren't really like
Yeah.
competing against us, but you had the nice players. You had the
Yeah.
Fabregas, you had the Arshavin, you had the Khleb, you had the Riziski, you had
Those are the only
players.
two players I like that Arsenal, you know.
Who?
Arshavin and Fabregas.
Yeah, probably.
Like I like since
No, my favorite was Riziski.
I never liked him.
Apparently,
I don't know why.
Allegedly, there was a rumor that he was on coke.
No, he was.
He looks like it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. I hear that. That's why he had so many injuries. I hear it.
Yeah, it was
Wenger was
cover-up.
Wenger was protecting
Allegedly.
100%.
never
Allegedly,
liked
100%.
Ramsey.
Huh?
I never liked Ramsey.
Well, to be fair, every time he scored, someone died.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat to have.
Bro, I used to look at the news every time.
Yeah.
bro. The one that got me the most was he scored. The next day, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rooney put out a tweet.
I can't believe he died. I want to
Yeah.
run to you.
I want to run to you. It's crazy. I want to run to you. What are you going to do, bro?
Bro,
Like when you get there, okay, you've got there now,
Oh.
Rooney. You've ran 18 days.
Yeah.
What are you going to do now?
What happened?
He's the best, man.
bro, he's
wanna
start
run to
celebrating
you.
after that run.
Knee slide at the end. So
Those little punches.
knee slide at the end of an 18-day run.
The hardest guy, what's the guy who ran Africa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people joined him on the run.
No, he's the best. Rooney's tweets were unbelievable, man.
Okay, and the last one we got in honorable mentions is Gareth Bale to Real Madrid. Now, that one was insane.
That was the story of the summer.
And there's two stories about it. So back in 2013, Gareth Bale, everyone knew that he was going to join Real Madrid, but it's the fact that it took so long for him to join. And at that time, Gareth Bale was going to be the FIFA cover. Now, True Boy used to be... You guys remember True Boy?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
Used to be kind of like the community manager at
Yeah.
EA. And it got to a point where he had to do 3 different covers for Gareth Bale. Yeah. One of him obviously staying at Tottenham. One of him at Real Madrid, which was eventually what the FIFA cover was for FIFA 14. And one at Manchester United.
Because we had a helicopter on standby.
That's mad.
Ready to get Gareth Bale, because I think if Ferguson had stayed, we would have got Bale.
Yes.
That was like
Probably,
that was the
most
whole
likely,
thing.
yeah.
Wasn't it Bale and Ronaldo?
Evra said and
Yeah.
Ronaldo, but I don't know.
I don't think that Ronaldo
I don't know if
would
I believe
happen,
Patrice, man. But Evra, look at me. Bale, that was like nailed on. 2000. Apparently that season, just before Fergie left, Fergie was like, yeah, we have to sign this guy. And then obviously Moyes, it just doesn't hit the same. You know that summer, I was getting rejected left, right, and centre. Bro. Thiago, Alcantara, Toni Kroos, Cesc Fabregas, Gareth Bale.
Oh, I remember the Toni Kroos one as well.
I ended up with Fellaini, and I was asking my boys, hey, what do you think of Fellaini? Is he good? They're like, wallah, I think he's going to smash it. It gave me hope, bro. I remember Eunice. I remember Eunice, bro. I remember I was on my way to, we just finished Power League. We were on our way to the chicken shop, yeah? It was at night. We're just walking. And I was like, we had a bad start to the season, innit? So we're just talking. He goes, nah, you lot will be calm, man. He goes, wallahi, I can even say, wallahi, you'll finish top 4.
That's what Eunice said.
Eunice said that to me. Ended up finishing 7th, bro. Eunice, I'm on to you.
Yeah, hold that, Eunice. But I'm going to get into it later on in the episode, but it's just the merry-go-round of that transfer. Because Gareth Bale signing for Madrid meant that obviously Tottenham had money.
They went mad.
Tottenham went crazy.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And they signed like...
All misses, no hits.
Yeah.
Literally.
And they signed Eric Lamela from Roma.
Yeah.
Roma in turn had money. So they signed Gervinho from Arsenal.
Wow.
And that means Arsenal had money.
Yeah.
Which means they were able to sign Mesut Ozil.
Yeah.
That's a mad one as well.
Yeah, we'll get onto it later on in the episode. But that 4-way transfer, it's crazy.
It's mental.
I still remember the Madrid one. I remember I was back home and I was with my cousins and everyone. They all like obviously, you know how it is as well. Like both of you, like it's either Madrid or Barcelona.
Yeah.
They're all Madrid fans, innit? Yeah, they're sending me this Bale, screaming Bale. Everyone already done the transfer on FIFA. You know, when you move the players.
Yeah.
They've done it. They're there, and then you see the next day he's gone United. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm conflicted, innit? I'm like, I don't want him to go United. But I was like, I'm with all these Madrid fans, so I start celebrating. I'm like, yeah, you guys will get him. I'm moving back to Tottenham. 2 days later, he signs for Madrid.
For Madrid, yeah.
crazy.
I had reservations if he was gonna succeed at Madrid. I can't lie. I thought the jump was just too big, but he smashed it, man. What a player.
His mentality of him is
you know, back
crazy.
then, like everyone could see when a player was inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So Nani was the biggest one. Nani, I thought he was just his.
Nani was doing too much.
Yeah.
He was doing too much.
Like, bro, even free kicks, bro, man standing with a white
Yeah. He thought I am the second.
Put one side of his shorts up.
I couldn't believe it. And then Bale, I thought he was Ronaldo regen.
100%. They had literally one either side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Crazy.
I like Bale so much, because obviously I grew up watching Ronaldo, that kind of upright body, the cut in, just shoot. So yeah, it depends what you grew up watching. Innit? That's why Messi.
So good though.
Love you lot like Messi.
I think he's underrated though.
I don't really rate Messi.
Messi's good.
He's alright. Like,
Nah,
he's alright,
I'm up there with him.
maturing means that like you rate Ronaldo more. Can't
bro.
lie.
All right, man.
Nah, man. I love Ronaldo.
All
Now
right.
I love him. Wallah, I love him.
Well, I've been telling you, but you don't want to listen.
Bro, fries in the bag, bro.
Yeah, genuinely.
Fries in the bag.
Fries in the bag, yeah.
But speaking of fries in the bag,
Let's get into number 10.
let's get into number 10.
Yeah.
So, number 10, I want to kind of paint the picture. Number 10 of the most aura transfers in history is going to be David Beckham to LA Galaxy.
Wow.
Now, everyone was a bit young watching this, so I'm going to explain the story to you back in 2007. So, obviously, we all know that Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale? What are you doing here then?
Gareth Bale, we all know that Gareth Bale was inspired by David Beckham.
Yeah.
And David Beckham obviously joined Real Madrid back in 2003. It was the Galactico era. They signed him for all the T-shirts, all the sponsorships. I think he boosted Real Madrid's value by like hundreds of millions of pounds in Asia, which is crazy.
What a guy, man.
So he signed a 4-year contract. So he joined in 2003. His contract was expiring in 2007. Now, In January of 2007, Fabio Capello, who was the then Real Madrid manager, was like to David Beckham, yo, you are washed. You are not playing for me, bro. Hold bench. You're like 31, bro.
Yeah.
Hold bench. So David Beckham wasn't even playing, bro. And it got to the point where he weren't playing that frequently, where he just signed a pre-contract with LA Galaxy to join them in like the summer, right? It got to the point where Ramon Calderon, who was the then Real Madrid president, said, oh yeah, that's why we got rid of David Beckham. You see, this guy's not even a player. He's going to Hollywood.
Yeah, mad.
Imagine your president saying that about you. So,
and by the way, back then, MLS, like, not that it's crazy now, but like,
not even 10%.
It wasn't even an option. It wasn't like no one was thinking, oh, I'm going to go there.
Bro, there was a guy who used to work in finance and play for Chicago Fire.
That's what,
like
yeah.
That.
Like, look at the names as well. It's mad.
Chicago Fire.
Yeah. LA Galaxy. Bro. Like, what we doing here, man?
Houston Dynamo. What the hell's a Dynamo?
Seattle Sounders. Come on, man.
Is it the contract every player has to celebrate?
That's crazy.
So,
and the league still doesn't make sense as well.
Yeah.
You know, bro.
San Jose Earthquakes. What are we doing here, man?
The only reasonable one, bro. Bro, Montreal
Washington.
Impact.
Yeah, Impact.
Yeah.
Impact.
The only normal one is Washington.
What's
It's
it?
Washington, D.C., that's it.
Columbus
No,
Crew.
DC United.
Yeah, DC.
Columbus
DC
Crew.
United.
So now they got Mafia. Columbus Crew.
Bro, but Columbus Crew, everyone used to use that as their FIFA badge. though.
Unreal. Until they changed it, man.
Yeah.
Shit, no.
They did.
Yeah.
Them and Orlando Pirates, bro.
Oh.
Them two.
That's another mad one as well.
Yeah, but I'm caveating here, right?
Yeah.
So, in 2007, the guy was training with the reserves, and everyone's watched the Beckham documentary. I'm just replaying the story back to you. It got to the point where David Beckham was training so well with the reserves and the under-21s that Fabio Capello said, all right, cool, come back. In the first game back, David Beckham scored a 25-yard free kick.
That's what
And he
Beckham
said,
does.
yo, I'm here. It got to the point where his performances were that good for Real Madrid that they ended up winning the league. And it's their first league title in 4 years. Now, I go back to the most aura transfers, right? It got to the point where the guy was like, he was on top of the world. He joins LA Galaxy. Real Madrid are saying, can we buy him back?
Yeah, mad.
Real Madrid are saying, please, can we buy him back?
Crazy.
How can you how can you say we don't want you to the point where
Say all they went
for a
Hollywood.
while as well?
Go
For a
Hollywood,
while
yeah.
as well, they were pushing him away.
they did not want the guy.
Like
And we
Capello
sent him
hated
back.
them
It's
from.
crazy.
And
Capello
please,
hated them with England and with Madrid.
they said, please, can we buy you back? And it got to the point where David Beckham was like, obviously he stuck to his word at LA Galaxy. And I'm going to go one step further about the aura transfers. Now, as part of David Beckham's contract, he was able to buy, whenever he wanted, he can trigger it. He could buy an MLS team for $25 million. At the time where David Beckham bought or started Inter Miami, the buy-in to the MLS was like $500 million or $600 million. David Beckham got it for 25.
That's mad.
Wow.
That
He's
is actually
instantly
mad,
just
you know?
made crazy money.
Literally.
Instantly just joined the league. And obviously we see what Inter Miami are doing now. David Beckham. And then obviously from there, went on to join Milan on loan.
Yeah.
Twice.
And then
So,
PSG.
he joined so he could play in the World Cup or something, or the Euros or something. Yeah.
He got injured.
And then
Yeah.
PSG. And not only that, was he not Capello's assistant or something?
In the 2010 World
In
Cup.
2010
Yeah.
World Cup.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Bro, the
So
guy's crazy.
the manager that told you to dip, to leave, then calls you back to
Yeah.
try and be like, hey, man.
Please.
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
Please.
I'm sorry. Come back.
And
Not only, and then when he gets a job, he's the first person you think of.
That's
crazy.
mad, you know.
That's mad. Nah, David Beckham's
I
the
remember
best.
in that documentary he said I think when he's playing with United, and I think or like was it as soon as he went to Madrid, well he was beefing with Capello when he was at United first, and then he goes to Madrid, and then a week or whatever, however long later it is, Capello signs for Madrid, and he's like, oh
I'm
shit,
screwed.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then he just follows him around the entire time. He's just beefing with Capello for like years now at this
Right.
point, and then somehow he's rocking up next to him
That's
as partners.
man.
Makes no sense.
Crazy.
But yeah, that's number 10. I think that's a
I like that
proper
one.
transfer.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
Number 9. This is kind of like a personal favorite, even though I'm an Arsenal fan. Rafa Varane to Man United.
Mm.
The reason why I put this as
Really?
the title is most aura transfers. The guy literally came out in a suit. First game of the season was against Leeds,
Yeah.
and Pogba got like 4 assists.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
Everyone
that game.
thought Man United were going crazy that season. Man came up in a suit, came out with the Man United shirt. The guy looked like a rock star, bro.
Yeah. No, what a guy. Gave a little wave to the crowd, greeted Rio Ferdinand, number 5, passed it on to number 19.
Yeah.
But still, our real number 5, let's be real. Because Maguire weren't trying to dip. But Varane, you know when you're just like, at the time as well, I think context is important. We had been dying for a elite centre-back.
Yeah.
Bro, we had gone through periods of Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Marcus Rojo, Lindelof.
He's still somehow there as well.
Maguire. Obviously, Maguire, 2025 is not Maguire of 2021. That was a poor Maguire. We had gone through and we just needed, please, just give me a rock star. Just give me a guy who's going to guarantee me stability at the back. Varane comes in. Big Real Madrid, obviously, and the story was we wanted to sign him when he was at Lens.
Yeah.
He chose Madrid. Probably the right decision, I'll be real. Chose Madrid at the time. I remember that. You remember the articles we were talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, I went into school and I was like, this Rafael Varane guy, who is he? Man United are interested in him. I need him. Obviously, he chose Madrid. And to complete the story, 10 years later or something, you come to Man United. What a signing,
That's like the most Man United thing, though. They sign a big name. Everyone gets excited. They do some mad announcement of it. Everyone's on their feet. Just for it to go downhill.
But I'll be honest,
he wasn't that good with United.
No, he wasn't. But the thing is the signing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's the most United thing.
I've lived a good life. I'll be honest. Every summer, I've had something happen. I'm like, I'm getting excited, even if it doesn't come to truth. Let me hope. All right. If we had to rank, not City. If we had to rank Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Liverpool in terms of pull. Rank them.
So what? Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Liverpool.
Yeah, the real top 4.
4 is Liverpool.
In it?
I don't think so,
bro.
I think you guys are lost.
I'm talking about history, bro. No. This season, cool. You guys are.
But
bro, I'll be honest.
Not yet.
For people like around our era, I don't think they grow up. If Arsenal come calling, bro, think about the players.
I don't think so,
bro. Henry for them already. It's like them dream of playing for Arsenal just because of Henry, just because of him. Chelsea,
okay, but like they've that bottle's rinsed now at this point. Like
no,
but I think we're talking like at a historical level.
No, I know.
You guys don't sign stars. You guys make them.
Yeah, and it's also about cultural relevance as well. Like people will grow up wearing Arsenal tops, Man United tops. Like I don't really, genuinely, I don't really see like Liverpool. I'll be honest, bro.
Who wears a United top outside?
Nah, but let's be real now.
Come on, because these men are dead right now. But
right now we're dead, but I still think our pull just being Man United.
Yeah.
What would your ranking be?
I'm very biased here, right? I think I'll go Liverpool, then I'll go Chelsea, then I'll go Arsenal, then I'll go United.
I agree.
I'm completely opposite. I go United when it comes to Paul at the moment. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal.
Are we talking about right now?
Or just in general?
In general.
Oh, you think Liverpool's third?
I think Liverpool's third, yeah.
Oh, so you think Chelsea's higher than you?
I think from the 2000s, 100%. Because but the thing is, like, we never. You guys said when you just said, "Oh, you're always happy every summer." Brother, I've had summers year on year, like non-stop, but we just don't sign people.
Yeah, I know.
We won the Champions League. I saw it in 2019. We won the Champions League. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is perfect timing. We had just lost the league by 1 point, 97 points. What do we do now? What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to just get that little edge to beat City because you've already been going toe to toe. What do? We signed some ginger 6'5" centre back called Sepp van der Berg.
Oh yeah.
Send him out on loan straight away.
Yeah.
He beefs Klopp. For years, by the way. Sell him now, cool. And then who's the other one we signed?
Million,
Damn.
Yeah. We signed the worst goalkeeper to ever play in the Premier League.
Oh no.
Adrian.
Oh, he's bad.
Do you know how bad you have to be? Like on a level, I still remember Alisson got injured, like third game of the season, and I remember we played Arsenal right after, and Adrian played. We beat Arsenal that game. Yeah. But I've never. We were 3-1 up, and I still thought we were gonna lose. He made 4 mistakes that game.
Okay, that's enough about Varane.
Yes.
Number 8. Says Fabregas, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it.
What a player, man.
Did Arsenal have option to buy, right?
Yeah, so the story with Cesc Fabregas going to Chelsea is, so Cesc Fabregas at the time, obviously he loved Arsenal with all of his heart. I hope you still do, because okay, I want you to manage us soon. What had happened was he obviously joined Barcelona in 2011, and Arsenal had a first refusal. So let's say he leaves Barcelona, Arsenal have 7 days to talk to Fabregas before anyone else.
Mad.
So
mad, you know, like
Fabregas didn't really like it at Barcelona. He wasn't really played properly. I think he just loves English football. So he kept calling Arshavin in the first week that he had the refusal. Arshavin was like, nah, we got Ozil, we got Cazorla, we got too many guys in your position.
Coquelin.
We got too many guys. I'm sorry, there's no space.
How'd you say no to Fabregas, bro?
Literally.
Fabregas gets a call from someone. His arch nemesis, Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho at Chelsea after his first season, he has Hazard, he has Willian, he has Oscar, he has all of these top players.
Diego
He
Costa.
just needs. He didn't sign Diego Costa.
Oh, he signed that same song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said, he basically said, I want to build the team around you. You are the guy. And I think that season as well, Jose Mourinho and Chelsea were after Lionel Messi in that summer. That's another story I can get into.
No, that just unlocked
Yes.
Oh my God.
I can get into the Lionel Messi story in a little bit. But Cesc Fabregas had to call Mourinho. Mourinho said, I'm going to build everything around you. I'm going to sign Messi. I'm going to sign Diego Costa. And we're going to win this thing like crazy. Fabregas said, yo, I feel wanted. So he joins Chelsea. Now, the story about Lionel Messi is really interesting is because Mourinho and Messi are kind of texting each other because Messi wanted to leave Spain because of all of the tax things going on over there. Everyone was getting done by tax.
Yeah, Mourinho did at one point as well.
Yeah, everyone got done by tax. So he wanted to leave, and Chelsea was the right club. If you even see Messi's Instagram followers, he follows Chelsea.
Till now.
Yeah.
That's
till now.
mad, yeah.
So essentially, he was basically in cahoots with Fabregas. Fabregas was trying to get everything done, right? But there's one person that wasn't spoken to about this, and this was Messi's dad.
Damn.
Because Deco was the intermediary. So he was talking to Fabregas, he was talking to Mourinho, he was
played for
talking
both
to
as well.
Messi. Deco was the intermediary. But Fabregas, it's like someone ended up speaking to, the news somehow got to Messi's dad. Messi's dad was like, you man are doing this deal without me. I'm not going to get my cut. Deal's done.
That's what he cares about.
Bro.
Literally.
He grounded Messi.
Bro, man said, you are not good, bro. I'm not getting my cut. Fries in the back.
Him and Neymar's dad basically cut for the same
Messi's dad, I swear he's the one who called up like Madrid. I said, hey, no, Barca. And said, hey, Madrid are going to sign my kid if you lot don't act now.
Yeah.
And then basically force their hand to sign Messi. Smart.
Greatest thing ever.
I swear, wait, have you got him on the list? Let me see. No, you don't. Okay. You know, Messi to PSG was the only... Sorry. Fabrizio Romano has only missed one here we go.
There's no way.
And it's Messi extending his contract at Barca.
Is it?
Yeah. That's the one here we go he's failed on.
There's one that the reason why I have an agenda against him is because 2 years ago he said Liverpool will sign 3 midfielders this summer. We signed 0 players that summer.
Yeah, but that's your problem, I'll be real.
0 players. Do you know how long it was? That was the longest summer of my life.
You're on deadline day. You're like, no, Romano promised me 3.
I was waiting.
You're just waiting, wallah.
Every week I'm like, yeah, come. We're going to be linked to someone. We're going to be linked to someone. Liverpool's interested. Liverpool has this. Liverpool's monitoring. Liverpool's this. I'm like, okay, when is it like?
When's it
I'm
gonna
saying,
happen?
I'm like, September's coming up. It's a couple of weeks. Okay. September's tomorrow. September's here. I'm like, you know, Will Smith looking around.
Bro,
No one around.
1050.
Bro, he told me, bro.
No, you don't get it. You
I
don't get it.
promise you.
Fabrizio promised me.
From that day, my agenda
Should
against
I tell you who
him
they signed that summer?
Yeah.
Arthur.
doesn't count.
Bro, I think there was a time where Liverpool played City.
Yeah.
And I think it was towards the end of the season, right? Liverpool would like finish 5th that year. Everyone was saying Van Dijk, China.
Yeah.
Nihao,
yeah.
all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So Man City, they were trying to catch Arsenal because Arsenal were like 8 points clear. They beat Liverpool, right? I think Man City scored a goal against Liverpool. Pep Guardiola's like, yeah. Bro, in his celebration, he goes to Arthur, gives him a hug. Arthur smiling, ha ha ha.
There's 2.
And he's on your bench.
Bro, he's warming up.
He's warming up. It was like maybe one of the like 6 games. It was only like 6 games he was on the bench.
Yeah.
He only made 1 appearance. It was against beginning when we got bad against Napoli at the beginning of the season. Him and Tsimikas are walking together. He shakes Tsimikas' hand. Tsimikas is smiling. He walks off and gives Arthur a hug. And Arthur's all good. He's like, yeah, look, at least someone likes me.
Nah, he's
Just when City scored against Liverpool.
His name's not Arthur. You can't call him Arthur. His name's Arthur.
Some people
deserve
don't understand the rivalry or the culture in it.
Yeah.
For them, it's like, yeah, it's cool, man. Like he speaks similar to my language. I'm just gonna hug him.
Nah, man.
It's close enough, man. Portuguese, Spanish.
He was managing the club that I used to play for
Whatever.
before
Yeah,
one time. Yeah.
Next one, another Chelsea transfer, another Spanish player, someone that broke your heart. We mentioned him earlier in the show. Fernando Torres to Chelsea.
Well, I shed tears 2 days after he signed.
What, when
2
you
days
found
after
out?
he signed, I shed. I promise you, I was like, what, 10 or something?
Yeah.
I was in school. Or wherever it was, I don't remember where it was, but I remember I was at home after and I was in tears. And my brother's a Chelsea fan.
Oh, rubbing it in.
Comes, he's like, screaming at me, laughing. Literally taking the piss for so long. My dad came upstairs. My dad's a Liverpool fan as well. Give my brother licks. Licks.
No, I remember that. I was in school. And there was like rumors that was gonna happen. I was like, "There's no way." And then obviously 50 million at the time.
Yeah, bro.
That's dumb bread.
That's crazy, bro.
That's dumb bread. And then it
The
happened.
transfer record before that was like 30 mil.
Yeah.
That's someone else on this list.
and that was done in January, right? 50 mil.
January.
50 mil in January. It's crazy. Signed in mid-season, and that was for me Chelsea just stamping their like dominance on like
They had their foot
we're
on our
little
neck,
boy.
you know?
Yeah, we're look. You Arsenal, you relax. Liverpool now, you relax. Man United, they're still like competing with us.
Yeah.
But you lot just know your level, innit? Like, we'll take your best
They
player
took.
if we need to.
I remember, was it the same summer or was it January after? They took Real Morales as well.
Yeah.
That
same summer.
crackhead, bro,
Yeah.
he was amazing.
Yeah, he was
The
good.
only
I
score
liked him.
bangers.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
him.
Every goal he scored was just a rocket.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching.
Everyone called him a crackhead, bro. I called him a crackhead.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
he had every trim.
It's true.
And
I'm
every
telling you,
tattoo.
he was bold.
Yeah.
And next week he had the fat Mohican. It made no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah, wallah.
Nah, and it was different. Nah, he was
Yeah.
crazy.
I liked him.
He was
I
scary,
think,
bro.
no, the reason why I think Chelsea signed Torres is because Torres always scored against Chelsea.
He only
Mm.
and that year it was when he was like,
Washed.
having stinkers. It was like his knee was finished.
I
It
remember.
was just like injections non-stop, he said.
Yeah.
And the only game he went like a big goal drought, and then the only game he scored in was against Chelsea. Or wait, he twined up, I think, with Terry or something.
And nasty finish.
And then they just said, yeah, like we're taking him.
That might be at the time for me. I couldn't believe that he didn't hit the ground running. That was for me like this is the biggest transfer flop I've ever seen. I couldn't believe that he wasn't banging in goals for Chelsea, bro.
You know what's mad?
And you remember the one against United?
went around the keeper.
Oh,
You rounded De
my
Gea
God, man.
and you missed an open goal. That for me, I was like, that was the first, I think, football meme.
yeah.
Wallahi,
yes.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Bro, you
Oh
know,
my
troll
God.
football went crazy.
Yeah.
Because
I
back
think
then it was
I think
Facebook.
yeah, yes.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
Torres to Chelsea, his performances there created football meme culture.
Yeah, I think so.
I still
think
remember when he missed that chance against United.
Mm.
I hated him, but like I still loved him. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones. I was defending him.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I was like the
Harder
suns in
than
his
you
eyes.
think.
I
Yeah,
still remember.
suns in his eyes.
I remember I was
mad.
at school. I was like the suns in his eyes.
Mad.
I was like, it's normal. Like
And you know
everyone
what's
misses. Everyone
crazy
misses.
about that game too? He also scored.
Did he?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no
he
one
scored
remembers
that
it. Yeah,
game.
no one remembers
No
it.
one remembers it.
Yeah.
No, but
Obviously,
I
everyone
think that
remembers
was
the
for
miss.
them to take the lead. I think that goal was like they go in front, and I was like, oh my! I remember watching it. I was like, oh,
Heartbreak.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, bro. But yeah, I remember like just memes. You know when they used to do like, I don't know. They'll put like a caption and then Torres' face, caption Torres' face, caption and then like a meme face or something
Oh,
like that.
no, bro. I'll tell you, troll football. Bro, troll football needs to die, bro.
Oh,
No,
I'll tell
it
you,
does.
troll. You know what troll football used
The
to do?
worst.
Teacher, they'll be like, it's the most fresh English.
Yeah.
It will be like, teacher, I Torres'd my homework. And the teacher will be like,
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
I missed it. Bro, you know troll football, bro. How can they say I Torres my homework?
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
that's so bad,
horrible.
man. That's so bad.
Some guy from Yugoslavia just making captions, bro.
Troll football
Big
is
up
the
Torres,
worst,
man. Yeah.
Okay,
Who's
but we're
next?
going to talk about another transfer that had so much expectation, but unfortunately the guy needed to leave the country. Angel Di Maria.
Damn. No, I remember that. I remember that
scary
that whole transfer.
That was
I think
scary transfer.
Louis van Gaal's the only person on the planet who signs people he doesn't like. Genuinely, I don't understand this guy's thought process. The guy, you know, when Louis van Gaal came into the club, someone told Rafael da Silva he doesn't like South Americans. They told him, this is good sources, yeah. They said, you know, he doesn't like South Americans. Fabio da Silva was shipped that very same summer, but then he bought an Angel Di Maria. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's breaking like the mold or something. Yeah, maybe he's breaking the mold or something. Bro, signs him. I think I remember like 4 games that Di Maria played. I think he scored against Norwich.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a free kick that went like in, like it wasn't meant to go in, but it went in. The Leicester game, obviously everyone remembers, and then obviously his yard got robbed. But I don't think that's an excuse. I don't think that's an excuse, bro.
Your
Like,
yard getting robbed for bad performance.
yeah,
Screw up,
like
man.
come on. And I remember he done like a Christmas video where like I think he sent it to like family or something, but like he done something where he puts the phone down and then grabs his like cojones, and that went crazy as
Tell
well.
me why you did that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just recreating, bro.
Yeah,
And then yeah, it just went downhill. Obviously, it was like 100% that he's gonna leave. But I'll be honest, the fact that we signed him without Champions League football, we didn't have Champions League football that season, and he got man of the match in the Champions League final. His last game for Real Madrid was man of the match in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, you can't chat to Man United.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, that for me, that's one of the biggest aura transfers. I'm like, you can't chat to us. We've got no European football, and we've signed one of the best players in the world from one of the biggest clubs in the world. Like
That
we
was
took
crazy,
Real Madrid's
though.
player. Obviously, Real Madrid didn't want him.
Yeah.
But still, for us, it's like we took their best player,
And then from that transfer,
other than Ronaldo.
from that transfer, I knew that if a player leaves Real Madrid, it's not like they're washed.
They're
not here, bro.
Yeah, they're not doing good. But yeah, I remember that transfer so clearly, man. I've never wanted
That was.
something.
I remember. I was literally scared of United. Like over that summer, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we went mad.
What
That
I
summer we
find
went
mental about that is that you guys made your money back to PSG.
Yes, yeah.
Bro, PSG just have stupid money.
Yeah, one of the only times, by the way, that we've actually negotiated a good sale.
Bro, I find that crazy.
Yeah, you guys always bad at that. You know?
So bad. We
Like,
got our
both
money
of
back.
you guys though. Like I think your record sales like 40 mil or something.
It will
30s.
be, it will
Yeah.
be.
Oh damn.
Like,
we
at one point, I
we
think it
can
was
never
Ox.
get 40 mil for a player like Iwobi's quality.
I think at one point it was
Ox Chamberlain.
Ox, yeah.
Yeah, we'd only get like
Like-
20. Like even Garnacho now, 40 mil, bro. He's like a young winger. We
Us
should
and
be getting
Chelsea are the two. We rob everyone when it comes to something.
Bro, you
transfers.
robbed Real Madrid. How'd you make money off Real Madrid, bro?
Wow,
for
we
Trent.
did. Oh
They
yeah,
sold
yeah,
Trent
Yeah.
for 10 million.
yeah.
With like 1 week left.
Yeah, mad.
Mad.
Club World Cups changing
Nah,
people's.
The best one we done was we bought Benteke for 29 mil. Obviously stunk it up. Sold him for 30.
Yeah. To Palace, innit?
Yeah.
How'd you squeeze 30 mil out of Palace? Well, that makes no sense.
We in profit on Benteke.
I
Mad.
think the next transfer is probably the reason why transfers aren't the same anymore. Neymar to PSG.
Yep, the one that ruined everything.
Everything.
Life just
You know, the jump wasn't even like little and then little and
Yeah,
then
it
little
just
and then little.
straight away.
It just went from, what was it, 89 million, Paul
Yeah.
Pogba. Obviously, Mbappe, that same summer for like 100 something.
166.
And then 200.
I hear it though. Like he's Neymar then they.
No,
200
no,
crazy.
no,
million.
No, but like he is Neymar. He was what top 3 best players in the world, top 4. But 200 was crazy. No,
Bro.
Wait. I think Mbappe's one was the one that messed it up first.
Nah,
166 is
no,
crazy.
because that-
17-year-old.
No, because that transfer didn't go in yet. It
Yeah.
was a loan for 1
Loan,
year.
yeah, but it was like
166 million the next summer.
Well, that's
I remember
crazy
that, bro.
though.
I remember, I think Kevin Prince Boateng tweeted like, if PSG sign Neymar and Mbappe, I know who my next FIFA career mode team is gonna be.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he tweeted that. I was like, yeah, bro, fairs. That summer to sign
crazy.
both of those in one it's like when Real Madrid signed Kaká and Ronaldo.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, they broke it twice, innit?
Bro,
yeah, they
Yeah,
broke their
they
own
broke it
transfer
twice,
record
yeah.
twice.
The
yeah.
amount of money that flooded into the transfer market was
Wow.
insane because that funded Coutinho, which funded Van Dijk, which funded Alisson.
Yeah.
No, it went.
Because I
mad.
remember it was
Dembele.
2017.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they signed him.
Dembele was the immediate
yeah,
replacement,
replacement. Yeah,
and they gave him number 11 and everything so
Yeah.
straight away.
Damn.
But
Neymar,
it was that summer. It was 2017. He
Mhm.
signed, innit? Yeah, because I mean they were just throwing bids left and right outside for Coutinho,
Yeah.
and it was just like it was literally just Klopp against the world, just trying to defend
keep
it.
him. Yeah. No, Neymar's transfer. 200 M's is ridiculous. I never thought I'd see that in like my early adult life, but
Do you think we'd see another like 200 mil though?
yeah.
Because
Yeah, probably,
I
man.
feel like it's went down slightly, and then it's at like a certain weird where
know-
everyone's worth 85 to 100
Yeah,
mil
yeah.
now.
I think 100.
For some
You know
reason.
what's
I don't
weird?
understand why.
Sorry, you know what's weird, yeah? You know, like Lamine Yamal or whatever. Obviously, when Messi and Ronaldo were kind of growing up, Ronaldo you thought would obviously go to Madrid. Messi you thought would stay at Barca. When Ronaldo was at Madrid, you didn't think anyone could prize him away.
Yeah.
When Messi was at Barca, you didn't think anyone could prize him away. I don't get that same feeling nowadays with the
No.
youths, you know.
The reason why is because the players have more power now. So what the
Yes.
players are going to do is they're just going to run out.
Run
the
out of
contract.
contract, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Who's the next one?
Next one, another Brazilian winger. We're going to be talking about Robinho going to Manchester City. Now, this transfer was insane. Only because, right, Robinho, at that time, bro, he was my favorite player. Robinho was unbelievable, right? Came off 2 back-to-back La Liga winning years at Real Madrid, but he wanted to kind of go to that next level because Real Madrid were in a transition period. That's when they started signing all the Dutch players.
Oh, Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Robinho was like, cool. There's a team in the Premier League that wants me that plays in blue. He thought he was going Chelsea.
Everyone thought he was going to Chelsea. Though.
Everyone thought he was going Chelsea. I remember that time it was Ramadan as well, right? Bro, I've got a funny story about that, right? Bro, I woke up for suhoor, right? Or like morning prayer if you're not Muslim.
Yeah.
Like you have to eat in the mornings, right? Just have to make sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of Muslims watching.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Cool, but what if they're not?
No, I hear
What if
it.
they're not?
Yeah.
So, my brother wakes me up. He's telling me, yeah, Robinho's made the transfer. I'm like, yeah, he's at Chelsea now. The guy said, no, he's at Man City.
Yeah, mad.
Bro, I trust him, man. Bro. You know when you can't open your eyes because you're so
the bath,
tired, bro.
yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Bro, Man City got taken over by Sheikh Mansour that day. And they said the first transfer we're doing is we're hijacking Robinho
Oh,
and he's coming to Man City.
What a guy.
I think Robinho, when he was holding up that City shirt, he thought he was at Chelsea.
literally.
Yeah.
How can you go from playing with Robin, Raul to Benjani and Stephen Island?
Yeah.
Stephen Island, by the way.
I swear they got rid of him like a year or two later, no?
It's like 2 years later.
Yeah, mad. What a weird But that transfer, you know, sometimes I wish we had social media like that back then, you know. That transfer in today's era would just
break everything.
Baff everyone. What's that like?
It's like Robinho, like, okay.
Who's
cool.
a player now that's like
Vinicius,
good?
No. Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Yeah, it's like Rodrigo rocking up at Bournemouth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's like.
That's my dream, you know.
Rodrigo at Bournemouth, that's what it's like.
Rodrigo rocking up at Bournemouth.
I would love that.
Thinking he's going
to...
What's another team in black and AC Milan? Rodrigo thinking he's going AC Milan.
bro, he must be so baffed on that flight, bro. Yeah.
Why are we going to beach?
No,
beach?
No, bro, they come to Heathrow, bro. They're like, yes, I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
Arsenal,
yes.
bro. They get him, they smuggle him into a cab, bro. Why are we driving 3 hours, bro? Arsenal's far.
Oh man,
We are here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. On that
transfer,
transfer,
that broke the whole.
on that transfer, have you noticed Chelsea's always in the middle of it?
Yeah.
They're always, I haven't, like, when it comes to hijacking, they've hijacked everyone, but then they've also been like robbed when it comes to Brazilians. Like I remember Hulk, he was supposed to sign like 4 years in a row. Neymar, before he went Barca, everyone thought he was going Chelsea. Now Robinho, even Willian, they were supposed to like it was a weird one.
He was going to Spurs.
He was supposed to go to Liverpool, and then Spurs robbed him off us.
Yeah. And then Chelsea robbed
the
him off
same
Spurs.
day, and then they robbed him off.
Yeah.
How you letting Tottenham rob you? This is my point about aura at the start, bro.
That's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
back
Your
then,
pull-
bro,
your
you
pulls
man-
are
We
that
just
pull.
don't pay. That's not the problem.
bro, even at that time,
When it
bro,
come-
Suarez was begging to join us.
One time.
Bro,
He
bro.
was. To be fair,
Ah,
if you're saying you don't pay, they don't pay either.
bro, we don't pay, bro.
40 million plus one.
That's crazy.
You know, I'll never forget that.
I know.
Everyone
what makes it
remembers
funny,
where they were.
Yeah,
what makes
yeah,
it funnier is that our owner tweeted
What
what they're smoking over there at Arsenal.
Oh yes,
At
yeah, I
Emirates,
remember.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Is that number 3?
It's number 4.
Number 4.
Because
Alright,
number,
let's go.
because number 3, we're doing the final top 3, right? And this is the bona fide top 3 most aura transfers. Now, number 3 is the story of a rapper and a homecoming. Because in 2016, after Manchester United won the FA Cup, you guys finished top 4 that year?
No,
You guys didn't finish top
we
4?
didn't finish top
You
4.
finished 5th, yes, you finished
Finished
5th.
5th.
That year, someone made their prestigious return home because after killing it at 3 years at Juventus, Paul Pogba made his return to Manchester United. And I think that transfer, this one and number 2, actually to be fair, number 1 are the top 3 biggest transfers I've seen in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Just for fanfare. Right?
Pog back, innit?
Transfer.
Man came Pog back. He released emojis. Pogmojis. He came with blonde hair and he came with Stormzy rapping.
Put my sit on my shoulder. You know, I downloaded that tune just because of that.
Got my Adidas top and my knee go crazy.
No, you know what's cold about that whole campaign? Adidas smashed it.
Yeah, they did.
They smashed
They
it
did, yeah.
because that was a video. Regardless of Pogba coming back,
Yeah.
like they knew Pogba was coming back, but they made that video, and then it's only when Pogba signed that the guy turns around and it's Paul, and you see it's Paul Pogba, and I'm like, oh my god! And shall I tell you what's crazy about that transfer as well? There was a picture. I don't know if you remember. There was a picture Mourinho took in Man United pre-season, and he's got a board, and he's got everyone's like the team. He's got the team, the starting 11. He's writing everyone's name. Centre mid, you see Pogba. It got leaked, and I'm like, no, this can't be happening, yeah. Then I see him take a picture with Man United's cleaning lady. I said, "There's no way." Remember, like Fabrizio's around at this time, but it's not like it's not like here we go.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Man United have made a bid.
This is Sky Sports News.
This is
Exactly, yeah.
Manchester United, Pogba's looking likely, but you don't really know what's happening. Like Fabrizio now will tell you
Exactly.
exactly where he is. He track him, blah. No, so I'm tracking down, blah blah. And then when we made the announcement, I was like, "Oh, bro, it was the biggest. I think that's the best announcement video ever."
Yeah,
He was like the king of YouTube comps as well at the point
Yes.
as well. Like no one, everyone wanted him.
him
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Paulo Dybala.
Yes.
These two were like twins.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know what's mad about that video you were talking about? Till this day, I've only seen like 5 seconds of the video.
Why you stopped?
I just stopped after 5 seconds.
Look, man,
I
I'm
was
the one
fuming.
that fear.
I was.
I was the man of the year last year. He actually was as well.
Now I'm the man
I've
for the
I've
year.
literally only seen 5 seconds of it.
He's
Wait,
the best.
what announcement is better? That like
Pogba,
the way they
Pogba.
done that,
Yeah, Pogba.
or the Sanchez piano.
Nah, come on.
Pogba, man. Bro,
Sanchez piano was cold.
Sanchez was one of the worst.
I
Yeah,
liked
he was one of the
it.
worst.
That was
I liked
Yeah,
it.
it was
though.
horrible.
Sanchez piano was fun.
I didn't know he played piano.
Sanchez was shit at the piano.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
He was playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That's what made it
What was
sick.
that about? Nah, Pogba.
And it's Sanchez.
It's the fact that we had an Adidas kit. I think that was the first year with an Adidas kit, no? Or second year? Second year with an Adidas kit. And obviously we collaborated with Adidas. Pogba was an Adidas ambassador. Just everything coming together.
But I think that's the best sports.
Where was he supposed to go if it wasn't United? Was it Madrid?
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
But
Madrid.
like it was. We
Yeah.
were clear. Like, and the fact that I always thought that he despised us for how it ended. The fact that he was coming back, I was like, you know, we've won everything. Because Zlatan came that same summer.
Yeah. Was it only 3 years he
and
spent at
Eric Bailly,
Juventus?
who was
I
actually
think
decent
so.
them times.
Yeah, Eric Bailly was good as well.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan as well.
Oh my
What?
god, Eric Bailly.
You know that transfer window was crazy, bro.
That Mourinho transfer window, he just brought in first team players. That's what I
Yeah.
loved. Just
That's what he
looking
always
at-
does, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, he's the best man.
he brings in established
Pogba.
players from the
Yeah.
start.
We can
How
go
I
on and
wish.
on about Pogba,
Yeah.
but bro,
Yeah.
Pogba's the greatest, man.
That announcement. Video,
Okay,
man.
and for me, this is a pasta one for me, right? Number 2.
Mm.
For me, this is the greatest transfer in Premier League history, just for everything that it meant, right? So we're talking about a team at Arsenal, bro. Our transfer record was £15 million for Santi Cazorla, bro. In
Baller, by the way.
2012. No, great player, but £15 million, bro. And I remember that year we qualified for Champions League.
Was it not Oxlade-Chamberlain?
No, it was Cazorla.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think he was like add-ons. I don't think
Oh, okay.
we hit that add-on point, yeah.
Mm.
I remember we qualified for Champions League that year. Arsenal, we were 4th, right? And that was the year apparently we paid off the Emirates Stadium. And that was the first year, wallahi, I heard this claim, Arsenal have a war chest. This war chest sent me crazy, bro. This war chest, I thought we were going crazy, bro. That year we were linked with Gonzalo Higuain. I thought we were going to sign him.
Every
He played at the
summer.
Emirates. I watched him.
Emirates Cup.
Napoli, I remember.
Galatasaray.
Yeah.
'Cause I was there too. I can show a picture of when I was there too.
Come on, bro.
Every summer he
I
was
was
linked
with the
to
Galatasaray Ultras looking for Burak Yilmaz, but he wasn't there.
I brought, bro, that year, bro. Got the yellow Arsenal shirt. I brought it for that specific
Oh, with
year.
the blue collar.
Oh my god.
Horror, I
bro.
hate that one.
I love that. Game, bro. But
so bad.
that year, bro, we were gonna sign Jan and Villa. The DM, bro, didn't turn out, bro. Bro, we're mid-August. We just lost to Aston Villa at home. That's when AFTV first started. And the guy
Knackered. Booing him. Of course he's gonna be knackered. I remember that.
Bro, AFTV started that day. We are not signing anyone. The only player we signed that summer was Yaya Sanogo.
Wow. What a war chest.
War chest, bro. I was going crazy. September 1st, transfer window was closing the next day. There was some rumours because the Bale transfer happened. Arsenal have open talks with Real Madrid for Mesut Ozil.
That's crazy.
We wanted him as well, I think.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
linked with him as well.
I couldn't believe it, bro. And then
Yeah.
we signed him. Everyone was at the Emirates Stadium, bro. That's when
How? No, deep that, please. Go into the Emirates Stadium
oh my
just because you agreed the fee.
Arsenal
They're
have now
starving, you know.
Arsenal
They were
have
actually starving.
Oh my
Arsenal
god.
have agreed to transfer Mesut.
Yeah. I remember.
Crazy.
No, that's not even an unveiling or anything. Just because you agreed the fee.
Bro, because Sky Sports News were there, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
And there was
The
a
mic.
purple phallic
That's back when
object.
they used to do it, yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
That's back when they used to like go outside the stadium and they'll announce players signing.
Yeah.
They need to bring that back,
They
man.
have agreed. Yeah. I remember that so clearly,
That
bro.
was crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
what a moment.
Oh.
I genuinely, like, even as a rival fan, I was happy for you lot.
Yeah, bro.
Because it felt like they deserved this at least.
Yeah.
Ozil, what a player. Again, we were going into deadline day. I remember
So
we were
good.
linked with him as well. Ended up signing Fellaini. And you guys got Ozil. But yeah, what a moment, man.
Yeah,
What a
that was
moment for you
insane. And Ozil, look, we can talk about Ozil, we can talk about Pogba, but just them moments.
Yeah,
were
that moment,
insane,
yeah.
bro.
Crazy.
And I think that moves us on to number one of the most aura transfers of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm just gonna put Cristiano Ronaldo here because we could talk about his move to Real Madrid, we could talk about his move to Juventus, but we can also talk about his move to Manchester United or his move back to Man United.
And I'll be honest, they moved to Saudi as well.
Yeah.
The way he, the way he moved, and then everyone was like, "Oh, calm, we all go there." And it,
Oh,
you see
yeah.
around players that went.
He brought an army
Like-
with him. No, I'll be honest. Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Manchester United, genuinely, that moment there might be like the happiest day of my life.
Explain what you were going through that day, because I remember the day before he was set to join City. It was done.
Yes,
bro.
oh
Back
my
then
God,
I had
yes.
I had Somali sauces. It was khalas, bro.
Yeah, it was done. It was done.
sauces,
I remember.
bro. No, it was Somali sauces.
Somali, yeah, not Remedy.
No.
Cool.
Remedy was 2022, bro.
Bro, imagine, yeah, loving football because of this player, yeah. Obviously, he joins Real Madrid 2009. My heart's completely broken, shattered. I've seen my team get worse and worse and worse year on year. He's only going up and up and up. And I've prayed, you know, like when you know something's not going to happen, but you just pray. Yeah, please. I just need to see him in a United kit once more, man. Like, please let it just happen. Wallah. Like, you don't understand how much I was starving for this. Then we, you know, under Mourinho, we're okay, blah, blah, a few managers here and there. The time comes now, he's leaving Juventus. I'm like, cool, man. Like, we're probably not going to choose us. Like, why would he choose us? Like, he left on whatever. We're not that good. Then he gets linked to City. You don't understand. When he got linked to City, my heart, like, was broken even more than when he left us.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, like, all my love that I've ever had for you now is gone.
Yeah.
I can't love you anymore. Like, you've spat in our face. You're a club legend who joined City. You don't have to do this, Ronaldo. Please. Then
Go Chelsea, innit? Just go anywhere.
But deep it. Before Fabrizio, before anything, Rio Ferdinand tweets. You remember? With the shades coming off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Rio Ferdinand tweets. So I'm like, wait, what's going on here? And I remember people replying, Rio, don't do this, yeah? So bro, no rumours at this point. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer press conference. Yeah, you know, I don't even remember what he said, but it's something about, like, if there's something that we can do about it, we'll do something about it, yeah?
I remember that, yeah.
So I'm like, wait, what's going on here, man? Sir Alex Ferguson makes a call, tells him, you can't do it. You can't join C. Yeah? Bro, that announcement, when we signed him, I promise you, bro, like, my life, like, just complete. Like, even talking about it now, like, just living that moment, and then his debut against Newcastle. Wow.
Oh my God, bro.
Wow.
I'm trying to say so. As a Liverpool fan who despises United, I'll be honest, that was the only time I think I've ever smiled at United doing something like that's nothing to do with us. Like when he signed, I was like, it's like a full circle moment, isn't it? It's wholesome. And then I still remember when he's walking out of the little tunnel and then the Cristiano Ronaldo. I was like, goosebumps. All the goosebumps.
That genuinely, this might sound crazy, yeah? As a Man United fan, I've had a lot of good times, yeah? That might be one of the best ever. Just re-signing.
I don't blame you.
Not even winning the Champions League. Where re-signing Ronaldo
I don't blame you.
Might be one of my
Especially
favorite
because he was
moments.
going to join City. Like, you must have been down in the dumps.
Oh, so down.
I feel
Bro,
we're
even if we were linked from him from the beginning,
Yeah.
and he was joined to destined to sign us, I would have been over the moon. But the fact that he was about to go to a rival and then switched, it made it even sweeter.
Bro, the first suit. Bro, I think the first 2 months when he was scoring in the Champions League, the winners,
non-stop.
bro, it was crazy.
I heard that first two. I heard it in Wembley.
That's crazy.
From Old Trafford, I heard it in Wembley.
I think we're forgetting he was about to sign for Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
And
they
Tuchel
wanted
said
it.
no.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's what got Tuchel fired. Because it was the start of the Bale era and
Yeah.
whatever.
That was the year after, no?
No, it was the same.
Yeah, that was
Was it
from Man
Oh,
United.
yeah, he was supposed to sign for
From-
sorry,
yeah,
my
it was
bad.
the year
Yeah.
after.
So
Yeah, when Ten Hag
put
wanted him
together,
gone. But that moment, bro.
Oh.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I think he's better. I think that is better than him going to Madrid.
I think so too. But the Madrid one was better, bro.
No,
of
when
course
he
it was.
left Madrid was crazy though.
Yeah.
Even to
To
go
go
to
Juve-
Juventus, bro.
That was the most random thing. I remember it was 2018 he left.
Yeah.
Mm.
He had just won the Champions League against
Yeah.
us, and then he basically kind of announced it on the pitch. Like he basically said he's kind of leaving, not like the Hazard thing. And then everyone's like, "Nah, surely not." And then Juventus, like,
Yeah, I remember.
it's so random.
Yeah. You know, another one, Hazard announcing where he's going with a tweet.
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
God, that's an unbelievable. That's an honourable mention.
That's an honourable mention.
I'm joining the Champions League winners.
Yeah.
That's a crazy.
That's
one.
mad.
I have a honorable mention. It's a
Yeah.
personal one. One of my favorite ever players. You know, whenever like everyone has these players where like he plays for another club, he was, oh, I wish we could sign him. Like, obviously we're never gonna sign him, but like, if only we could sign him, Thiago.
Thiago,
Yeah.
yeah.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
one of my favorite ever players. Didn't work out, the best injuries, whatever.
Yeah.
But the day he signed,
Yeah, that signing.
and he just turns around in the blue shirt. Oh my lord!
I think the issue was it was COVID time.
yeah.
Mm.
Everyone had like other interests.
Yeah.
Because
My memory of that transfer is a bit fuzzy.
Oh,
What a transfer.
what a player.
What an episode,
I
boys.
think so too.
Agreed, though.
We have to wrap it up there.
And I have to wrap it up.
Short on time, but guys, as always, thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video, but also comment obviously, you guys know I like to say comment multiple times. So comment in the beginning segment, comment on the honorable mentions, and then comment on the actual top 10 list, and any that we might have missed. Anything else to add?
No.
Subscribe, and we'll see you very, very, very shortly.